I'm back with another triggering topic, and today I want to talk about black women, female rap, male rap, sexy red, Suki Hana drill music, and everything. Because now I've been seeing a lot of people trying to use this whole sexy red and Suki Hana thing as an excuse to degrade black women, and I'm not here for it. And I always try to have a balanced outlook on things on my channel. And I really feel like my take will probably be the most balanced one that you've seen because several things can exist at one time. And let me tell y'all what I mean. Now, I'm against people saying that Sexy Red looks like a man and comparing her to Young Thug. That's disrespectful, and people are always comparing black women to men and trying to masculinize them, and it's always rooted in misogynoir and white supremacy. When you compare a black woman to a man or you try to treat them like a man, that's exactly what the YT man historically did to black women so that he could excuse away his mistreatment of the black woman. Like, oh, I can do this because she really isn't a woman. She's just like a man or she's borderline a man, etc., etc. And I'm also against men and women that listen to drill music, robbery rap, murder music, whatever you want to call it, that have so much to say about Suki Hana and Sexy Red, but they refuse to acknowledge that male rap has had a far more damaging effect on the black community and black men than women who rap about sex has ever done. You know, drill music, or for the old heads, okay, gangster rap has influenced and glamorized unaliving black men, glamorized doing narcotics, selling narcotics, robbing people, disrespecting women. It's fostered the idea of domestic violence against women, etc., etc. And it has really influenced young black men to become criminals. And that is not my feelings. It is actually documented. So studies have already shown that gun violence of black men towards other black men is at a 28-year high. And a lot of it is what rap culture promotes, glorifies, and makes it seem like it's cute, like it's a good look. So I'm going to need the majority of these men that have something to say about Sexy Red to address that first amongst each other before making videos about Sexy Red and Suki Hana. But with that being said, what Sexy Red is promoting is not the business. This is not something that should be popularized or glamorized either. A woman like Sexy Red, who has admitted that she was a victim of rape, should not be promoting hypersexuality as a coping mechanism. She should not be on podcasts calling herself the raw dog queen or talking about how many STDs that she's had, or rapping in front of a Popeye's chicken like a minstrel. That's not the business either. And yes, there are parents that should be watching what their children watch and what their children listen to. But let's not act like that's an easy job, especially in the technology age that we live in right now. And all of these children basically having cell phones and tablets and all these other things. And even with that, the parents who do succeed at shielding their children from music like Sexy Red and Suki Hana, their children will still be exposed when they go to school, because we know a lot of parents let the world raise their children. And children sneak and look at stuff and et cetera, et cetera. Let's not act like they don't. And hypersexuality and promoting that kind of lifestyle will only harm black women and girls. Nothing good comes out of it. So we can't try to make an excuse for the music that these girls are making and make it seem like the only reason that people are saying that is wrong is because they hate black women or they're a pick-me, because I'm far from a pick-me, okay? And I love black women. But if you really love black women and you want the best for them and you have the ability to think critically and not go with a group think, then you would realize that this type of music will only hurt black women at the end of the day. And what's crazy is that you could tell me, well, why focus on Sexy Red and Suki Hana? Why not focus on Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, Sweetie, Ice Spice, Lotto, Flo Milli? Or let's talk about the ladies from back in the day, Trina, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, etc., etc. I'm going to tell you why. Okay? I'm not a prude, and I'm not trying to silence black women's freedom of expression. But Suki Hana and Sexy Red and those type of women, when they are interviewed, they speak like the only thing that they can talk about and the only thing they have to offer is their sexuality. Those other female rappers, actually, when they're interviewed or they have been interviewed, they would always show some type of intelligence, some type of ability to have other discussions that was not directly associated with sexuality. Portraying black women as being only good for one thing is not good for black women or black girls. But you know what? I do feel like the influence of black male rap should be addressed first. The fact that black male rappers can't even make it to 30 years old, I get it. We should be talking about that first. Now, I've talked about it, and I know you may say, well, hey, well, not a lot of people are talking about that. And you're right. People are always quicker to bash black women. Now, I made a video about black female rap and its influence, and it blew up. But nobody really cared about the video that I made about demonic drill music that had to do with black men. So I know that people like to gravitate towards things that bash black women, that bash us. But that still does not stop what I'm saying about them to be true. But moving forward, I do think that we need to be more balanced in addressing the effect of rap on the black community because it's not just about the women. The influence that these black male rappers have is far more pervasive and should be addressed first. But you know what? I digress. If you watch this whole video, I do appreciate you. Please drop a 77 in the comments if you watched the whole video. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, then that's no problem at all. Do me a free favor and subscribe to my YouTube. Drop me a like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to my TikTok, Unpopular Opinions Black Woman. And as always, drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.